A family trip to the mountains turned into a nightmare. Something unseen is following them. The mountains of Narration were beautiful, serene, and deadly quiet. A calm, almost unnatural calm that seemed to stretch farther than the eyes could see. For Ahmed and his family, it was supposed to be a peaceful getaway, a weekend in the mountains to escape the chaos of the city. His wife Hania and their 2 children, Ali and Manal, laughed in the back seat of their SUV as they drove through winding mountain roads. But the mountains had a rhythm all their own, and silence in those heights was a warning. As dusk fell, a fog began creeping down the slopes, slow, thick, and unnatural. The headlights barely penetrated it. Ahmed slowed down, instinctively aware of how treacherous these roads could be. But there was another reason he slowed. A movement. "Papa, someone's following the car," Ali's small voice asked from the back seat. His eyes were wide, staring into the fog. Ahmed glanced in the rearview mirror. The road behind was empty, or so he thought. "It's just the fog, son," Ahmed reassured. "No one's there." But Ali's gaze was fixed. He wasn't looking at the road. He was looking beyond it, where the fog swallowed everything. "He's not a man," Ali whispered. "His legs. There." Hania turned, placing a hand on Ali's shoulder. "There's no one there. It's just your imagination. Close your eyes, okay?" But Ali didn't close his eyes. His black irises reflected a shadow that Ahmed could not see. The child was seeing something the rest of them were not ready to witness. The temperature dropped suddenly. The heat from the car did nothing. Ahmed rubbed his hands together. The fog thickened. There was a smell, now bitter, earthy, decayed. Something was very wrong. As they reached a narrow curve along a cliff, Manal suddenly screamed, "Mom! The door, someone's opening it." Hania grabbed the handle and forced it shut. Her hands were shaking violently. "Who is it? Tell me who it is." Hania's voice cracked. Ali leaned forward, face pale. "He's outside. Huge hands. He's looking at me." Ahmed's heart thudded against his chest. "Stay calm. Nothing's out there. We're fine." But the car didn't feel safe anymore. It was as if the fog itself was alive, pressing against the metal, whispering through the cracks of the windows. Then Ali smiled. Not the innocent smile of a child. A slow, deliberate, inhuman smile. "He's here," Ali said. His voice was deep, hollow, layered with something else beneath it. "He wants to talk." Hania gasped and pulled Ali back. Ahmed's throat tightened. "What are you saying?" Ali's head turned impossibly toward the windshield. His neck bent at an unnatural angle. "He's been waiting, in the trees, watching, always waiting." The road narrowed. The fog thickened. Branches scraped against the SUV like fingernails. The car shuddered. Ahmed gripped the wheel tightly, knuckles white, and then the first knock came hard, deliberate, on the roof. Manal screamed. Ali chuckled her sound that was no longer his. "This is only the beginning," Ali whispered. Ahmed tried to accelerate, but the tires skidded on unseen ice. Something heavy hit the back of the car, pushing them dangerously toward the cliff. The forest was silent in response to the chaos, silent, waiting, watching. And that's when Ahmed realized the mountain was no longer just terrain. It was alive, and they had entered a place where the rules of reality no longer applied. The car skidded off the road and slammed against a tree. Glass shattered, metal twisted. The children screamed. Hania clutched Manal. Ahmed tried to regain control, but the SUV was dead. No engine, no headlights. Only fog and the sensation that something was moving around them, something massive, powerful, and malevolent. Ali's laughter echoed through the SUV. "She saw him first," he whispered, eyes black. "Now she belongs to him." Hania's voice trembled. "What do you mean, Ali?" Ali's lips twisted into a smile. "She saw what he is. Now he sees her. He is teaching her to see in the dark." Ahmed's mind raced. Who is teaching her? What are you saying? Ali tilted his head, neck snapping in an impossible angle. He's here, right behind you. Ahmed looked. Fog swirled. The forest bent unnaturally. Shapes moved, twisting, sliding over the ground, limbs bending in impossible ways. And at the center, he saw it. A creature. Its body was human-shaped, but grotesque. Its limbs were elongated. Its spine curved backward. Its face was carved from decayed wood, hollow sockets where eyes should be wept black fluid. It didn't walk it. The creature's form pressed against the fog, consuming it, warping it, shaping it to its will. Ahmed screamed, "Stay away from my family." Ali stepped out of the car. His movements were mechanical, unnatural. The voice that came from his mouth was layered, childlike, and old, terrified and cruel. "Your daughter looked at him first," Ali said, "and now she is his." The creature reached out. Manel was lifted from Hania's arms. She floated toward it, as though the fog itself was pulling her. Hania screamed, trying to reach her daughter. Ahmed lunged, grabbing Manel's feet. The force tugging her upward was unimaginable. The forest fell silent. Only the crackling sound of the creature's approach could be heard. For a brief moment, Ahmed held his daughter. For a brief moment, he thought they might survive, and then the creature whispered, "She is mine." A shock wave of invisible force slammed into Ahmed, throwing him backward. Hania fell beside him, sobbing. Manel was gone. Ali, standing behind the creature, spoke again. "Your son is gone." He stepped aside the moment the door opened. Ahmed tried to scream, tried to move, but the world had stopped obeying him. The fog swallowed everything. The forest closed in, and in that instant, Ahmed understood. Whatever this was, whatever haunted these mountains, it wasn't leaving. It was never leaving. The forest seemed to breathe around them, not the wind, not the trees. The mountains themselves inhaled, exhaling a darkness so dense it pressed on Ahmed's chest, making it impossible to breathe. Hania crawled toward him, dragging herself over jagged rocks. Her hands were cut, her clothes torn, but her grip on life, on hope, was unyielding. Ahmed looked up. The fog shifted, forming a tunnel of shadows, twisting and bending unnaturally. The forest had changed. The familiar path was gone. Every tree now looked alive, limbs stretched like skeletal fingers, branches twisting as if to block escape, and in the center of the twisting darkness, the creature. It had grown taller, wider, more terrifying. Its spine arched backward unnaturally, limbs moving independently of each other. Its mouth opened, revealing rows of jagged, blackened teeth that weren't meant for human jaws. The black fluid from its eye sockets dripped onto the earth, sizzling as it touched the ground. Ahmed's knees buckled. Fear had frozen him in place, but he forced himself to move, moving closer to where Hania crouched over Manalore, rather, the spot where she had been. "Hania, gasped. "Ahmed, she's gone." It took her. Ahmed shook his head. "No, not yet. I can save her." Ali stepped forward. His voice was no longer the small child's voice. Ahmed knew. It was layered, twisted, ancient. "She sees it now," Ali whispered. "He's teaching her. She knows too much." Manel's scream pierced the air, a scream that wasn't hers. It carried something darker, something older, something that belonged to the forest itself. The fog shifted again. The creature glided forward, and Manel floated in front of it, her small body lifeless, yet controlled as if by invisible strings. Hania screamed, lunging forward, but Ahmed grabbed her, holding her back. "Stop. Don't fight it, don't give it more power," he shouted. The creature's head tilted. It didn't move like a normal being. It was aware. Every inch of it pulsed with malicious intelligence. Ali spoke again, slowly, deliberately. "Your daughter's eyes. They are empty now. She can see. She can hear. She can feel what I feel. You cannot save her." She is his. Hania sobbed. No, I'll fight him. Before she could finish, the creature exhaled. A sound, not a sound, like a wave of pure malice slammed through the area. Rocks shook, the fog screamed, and Ahmed felt his bones rattle inside him. He could barely stand. His chest burned, his vision blurred. Hania's cries were drowned in the oppressive silence that followed. Ahmed forced himself to look at Manel. Her small body hovered in the air, black mist dripping from her eyes. She whispered, a voice that was both hers and not hers. Papa, I see him. He is coming for you too. Ahmed's blood froze. He realized the horror was far larger than he had imagined. This wasn't just about possession, it was about teaching, imprinting, consuming. The creature wasn't just taking his children, it was creating its own. Ali laughed, the sound hollow, broken, unnatural. You can't save her. None of you can, and soon, you'll see what we see. Ahmed clenched his fists. I won't let you. The creature moved faster than thought, faster than eyes could track. Its limbs bent, twisted, and lunged at Hania. Dragging her to the ground, Ahmed screamed, running, reaching, but it was too late. The forest was alive, and every inch of it was working against him. Roots twisted, rocks shifted, shadows closed in. The fog thickened, pressing on his skin, freezing his lungs. Manel's scream changed again. It was no longer a scream of fear. It was a scream of knowledge, of something ancient awakening inside her. Ali's face remained expressionless. She sees it now. She hears it. She knows it. And she is learning. Ahmed lunged forward, desperate, grasping for her hand. He felt a coldness that wasn't natural. Fingers not human clasped hers, pulling her upward, toward the creature. Hania struggled. Her fingers brushed Ahmed's shoulder. Don't let go, she begged. But the forest and the creature were stronger. Every pull, every scream, every ounce of resistance only fed the darkness. And then, just as Ahmed thought all was lost, he felt something different. Ali's voice, layered, whispered from behind him. It is done. She sees. She belongs. And soon, you will too. Ahmed realized something horrifying. The possession wasn't only for the child. It was for anyone who dared witness. He screamed, lunging one final time, wrapping his arms around Manel. The fog twisted. The creature's eyes bore into him. Every heartbeat felt like 1,000 needles piercing him. And then, silence. The forest dropped its breath. The wind stopped. The creature froze, inches from Ahmed's face. Its black fluid dripped slowly to the earth. Its body pulsated, as if tasting fear itself. Manel floated down. Not free, not alive, but still, not fully consumed. Her eyes were black, but not empty yet. Ahmed collapsed, gasping, holding his daughter close. Hania was beside him, bloodied, tears mixing with dirt. The creature's shadow receded, slowly. Then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, it vanished into the fog. Ahmed didn't move. He couldn't, not yet. But Ali was different. His eyes empty, hollow, dark followed the retreating shadow. A soft, deliberate smile spread across his face. The fog cleared enough for the mountains to look normal again. The sun peeked through, bathing the forest in a cruel, golden light. Ahmed held Manel tightly. Hania held him. But deep down, he knew the truth. The creature had left. But it had taken root. Not just in Ali, not just in Manel. In the very air around them. In the mountains. It had learned, and it had taught. And somewhere, deep inside the shadows of Naran Kagan, the darkness waited, patient, hungry, ready to continue teaching those who dared to see. Hania whispered, voice shaking. What? What do we do now? Ahmed looked into the fog and said, barely audible, we survive, for now, but deep inside, every parent, every human being knows, for some horrors, surviving is only the beginning. The children were alive, but changed. Their eyes, their souls. Shadows now lingered where innocence once existed, and in the mountains, something ancient smiled, because terror, once seen, never forgets, and the forest waits. If you enjoyed this true horror story, hit like and subscribe for more terrifying story. If your heart is still beating, you're not alone.